Welcome to the Lem and Zach show. We've got lots to talk about today. Going to finally be talking about Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. We're going to discuss Moonknight, a bit of One Piece, some trailers that have come out this week. There's
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of news this week, but it's alright because we got a lot of topics. Yeah. So
should we?
We'll start.
Get right to it.
Yeah, we'll start with the She-Hulk trailer.
Ah,
yeah, you saw that.
Hulk. Yeah, I did. I also saw a lot of what people were saying about it.
What did you think?
Well, I think it looks interesting.
I like the concept, but I don't like the way it looks.
I just want to know what Mark Ruffalo is doing there.
What? Because he's the Hulk.
I know he's the Hulk. I just wonder, what's his role really gonna be here?
Like a mentor type of thing.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Teach her how to be hulking. But what I don't like that the Hulk CGI looks so good, and it's making the She-Hulk CGI look terrible, even more terrible than it is.
I don't know. I didn't really see it. I didn't think it looked bad. I always just know, because She-Hulk's design, it's always a little bit. It's sleeker. It's less. You know,
but
sinew,
she looks like she's wearing a green
muscle.
morph suit. There's no textures on her skin, and it just looks really clunky and bad. It doesn't move right when her mouth doesn't move right when she speaks.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah,
that was weird. It's like her lips get stuck on some vowels.
Yeah, exactly. It's just hopefully. I mean, you really should have it sorted out by your trailer, but maybe by the time the series...
they can definitely fix that, later on.
Yeah, after the backlash, they probably will. That's what I've seen most people saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, what I've been seeing is that people being like, we're only here for Daredevil.
Oh,
we're only in it.
Do you think Daredevil's going to be in this?
He was... Oh wait, no, wait, I'm thinking about the wrong thing.
What?
What I'm talking about is the trailer for Echo.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, you haven't watched that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Do you wanna put that up right now?
Yeah, I'll quickly watch that.
Quickly give that a watch.
She's the deaf girl with one leg from Hawkeye?
I don't know how I got that confused. People are gonna think I'm some kind of misogynist. Just getting female superheroes confused left and right.
Alright, Echo official. Alright, I'm watching it now. How is that a trailer for Echo? That's like a trailer for Daredevil and Kingpin. She was in it for about 4 seconds of the 1 minute of the whole 1 minute trailer. Yeah,
but that's what's fucking me up. People are saying oh yeah, we're only here for Daredevil, or I just want to see what happens to Kingpin. It's her show.
But look at the trailer.
Give it a chance. Give it a chance to be but it's weird to see. It's weird to see a Native American woman getting a shot, and then all these Marvel fans being we're only here for the white dude that we know.
I mean, I guess, but she's not a very popular character. And people have been waiting for Daredevil.
This is her show.
Yeah, but you can't be
and Daredevil's hat. He's I don't want to see more Daredevil. Obviously, I want to see more Daredevil. He's
if this was a trailer for a Bullseye TV series, and the entire trailer was clips of Daredevil and Kingpin,
the way you said that sounded so dirty.
Then I think people would have the same reaction. It's not very known character. It didn't make a lot of impact in Hawkeye either.
Oh yeah, because I think that's just due to the writing. But this is a good opportunity to get more a deeper look at a character that has the potential to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and they've started that off by showing us a trailer with her in it for 4 seconds and Daredevil and Kingpin.
Just keeping up the air of mystery.
There's no mystery there. It's very clear. I can't imagine that this series is going to be very Echo focused, just based on the trailer alone.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they'll release more trailers soon.
Yeah,
but but I think this is a very good character because like the way she fights, her enhanced hearing ability. I think that's an interesting thing that
What advanced hearing? She's deaf.
Yeah, but the way that she does it, she like. Doesn't she like listen to like the vibrations or some shit? Isn't there something like that?
Maybe she feels some vibrations. I don't know that, but she hasn't been shown to do that.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm just saying because like in Hawkeye,
yeah,
the way she fought was like, it was like it seemed dynamic, seemed good to me. But yeah, so anyway, we were talking about She-Hulk, and then I got off topic.
Yeah,
but so far, just from the trailer that I've seen, it's like, yeah, she's doing her lawyer thing. That would be interesting to see it taken from more of like a lawyer perspective rather than just being
exactly because like
stuff.
Daredevil was a lawyer thing that kind of came into it. The Daredevil thing, it kind of went hand in hand with him being a superhero and him being a lawyer. Like it meshed well, and I think this is good. Like in a world where there's loads of like just openly superhuman people, they're going to need like a new set of laws and like court system to deal with them, because obviously you can't really judge all of them by normal people's standards, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
I like the concept. I just think the CG looked bad. It looked a little cheesy, but I don't really mind that from Marvel because I think they do it in.
Yeah, because you just eat anything that Marvel puts on your plate.
I think they do it in good.
Marvel shits in your bowl and you eat it up with a smile. You like everything that they do.
Yeah, they do it in good amounts. I think they're cheesy.
Yeah, I can get behind that assessment. I will be looking forward to seeing more trailers though, so I can get a better sense of what the story is actually going to be.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to get it spoiled though.
I do love, like girl boss, girl power.
Yeah,
gaslight, slay. But I don't want it to just be about like. I don't want it to just be about like the Hulk, but she's I want it to be like an actual story,
Yeah, like She-Hulk.
I want to actually like do some. I want it to be She-Hulk.
They're gonna base it off She-Hulk comics.
Yeah, I know. I worry. I do worry.
If anything, I'm more worried about that Echo show because it doesn't look like it's going to be about Echo at all.
Well, I don't know. With these shows, they always like do like you get a good look at the backstory of the titular main character.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
So far, apart from at some points in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so far with these shows they haven't really missed.
I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I just think it's going to be very Daredevil and Kingpin focus.
Maybe. Anyway, yeah, only time will tell.
Yeah. Next bit of news.
Jordan?
Huh?
Where's Jordan?
I don't know, she's upstairs.
Okay.
Can I get on with the next bit of news?
No, I'm just saying. This is just as much a conversation between us as it is the show. Like, you can't get bogged down in the nitty gritty.
I mean, but
right?
just I'm in the middle of speaking.
You don't like it when you interrupt me. Do you? I didn't interrupt you.
I was saying
anything.
Next bit of news. You said, "How's Jordan?"
Yeah, because I wanted to know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the interruption.
And you hadn't got to the next bit of news.
I was speaking, yeah, because you interrupted me. That's why I didn't get to the next bit of news.
Okay, would you like to talk about the next
I guess.
Is
that okay?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry for asking about the people in your life.
Have I answered all of your questions?
Not
Can
really.
I get on with the next bit of news?
Yes, you can get on with the next bit of news.
Thank you. The next bit of news.
Anytime.
There's a 7 Deadly Sins sequel series.
Ugh.
What?
Fuck off.
And
all 7 of the sins can get fucked. I'm tired of it.
I recently finished it.
The anime?
Yeah. Because obviously I dropped it when everybody else did, when it just became...
Yeah. I never even finished it.
Yeah.
I didn't let it get to that point for me. I saw like one clip of Meliodas versus Escanor, and I just was oh, no.
Were you watching the new season?
I was considering it, and then I started the bit, when they were like, I don't know what, like in hell or something. They were like fighting some kind of like demons or whatever.
Yeah.
They were in like some weird forest, and I was watching
the first
it, and
episode.
I was like, this isn't. Yeah, this isn't. This isn't it for me. This isn't what I need right now. And maybe it'll just be one of those things where I'll go back to it later on, and like decide, yeah, I can stomach this now.
Yeah.
But at the time, no.
Yeah, the story stays solid, and finding out what happens to the characters and stuff is cool.
But it doesn't matter
And the twists.
if the animation drops off to that degree.
Yeah, that's what I'm... Again, in the middle of my sentence.
That is how conversations work.
What, you
know,
interrupt someone in the
sometimes.
middle of their sentence?
No, there's a flow. Sometimes we finish each other's sentences. Just means we're on top of things.
Please,
all right?
please,
Stop being such a sentence hog.
please
It's weird.
let me finish my thoughts. But yeah, the sequel series is called Four Nights of the Apocalypse, and I think so. But I don't want to give you spoilers. Are you actually going to watch it?
Well, when's it coming out?
No, I mean, are you going to finish Seven Deadly Sins? This is going to come out next year, I think.
I'll probably read the manga of Seven Deadly Sins instead of watching the show. I think that'll just be a better experience for me.
Okay. We can't say too much about this because there'll be spoilers for you.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, I think it looks alright. There's been no trailer or anything. It's just like one artwork. And so it's based off the sequel manga that the same guy did. When does it start? So he started this last year in January. 7 volumes. Apparently he's doing pretty well. If it's getting the anime anyway. But yeah, I think it'll be good.
Were you disappointed with Seven Deadly Sins?
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah, very much so. But I thought everything stayed solid apart from the animation.
Which is arguably the most important part.
I guess one of the most important parts. But yeah,
I mean, if I'm watching an anime, I'm watching it for the animation.
But you're not purely watching it for the animation, are you?
It's a massive part of it. At least for me, 70%.
70%.
I can watch a show that's like, I don't
if
know.
It has a
maybe
shit story.
If it's slightly weaker on
70%
story.
70% means that if there's no story or no other elements, it's still fine.
No, 70% means 70%.
Yeah,
and then the rest of it will be story. Yeah, 30% and 30% of it will be story. It doesn't have to be.
But that's what I'm saying.
An equal split.
If the rest of it is
yeah,
weak,
I'm saying sometimes good animation will make up for other parts of the production that's weaker for me.
70%.
Up to 70%. Yeah, that's what is acceptable for me.
What do you mean by that?
As in?
So you mean when you're watching an anime, 70% of your experience is how well it's animated?
I'm saying I would only stop watching an anime if all of the aspect. Okay, so if story was bad, if composition was bad, but the animation was incredible. That's what I mean. For me, the animation, like the spectacle of it all, could carry me through to the end. It wouldn't by no means be one of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't drop it just for that thing. So, which is why Seven Deadly Sins falling off like that is such a big deal breaker for me. That's why, for me, in this regard, even if the story stays solid and like I like the characters, like that kind of drop off in an anime is just not. It's not something that I like. I got into anime for the spectacle, for the love of the fights.
I suppose. I just feel like there's a lot more to it. What about an anime where there's not a lot of action going on?
Well, yeah, that's when stuff will be more focused on, story, drama, how gripping the actual thing is.
But that's so.
But for an action anime, it is super important. I guess not all anime as a whole.
Yeah.
But for an action anime, and to be honest, like older anime, like that's. Older anime, they didn't even really have the problem that some newer anime gain, because now with the technology and stuff they have, I think if your animation drops off to that degree, it's more a reflection on like your policies in the animation company rather than like skill or anything.
You just don't
or
have
maybe
any money.
Time constraints. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like even with old stuff that was like just painstakingly difficult to animate, it was. A lot of it just looks really, really clean. Like, obviously, you can tell that it's older.
is not great though.
Yeah.
See, but I don't.
Which
I
is
don't.
just like
think,
a result of the time.
But what you've watched the entirety of Dragon Ball Z, and some of Dragon Ball Z looks like shite.
Yeah, but I watched Dragon Ball Z like a while
Yeah, I
back.
guess you weren't as picky. Didn't have as many options either.
Yeah, and I don't even think I properly finished GT.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't have to.
Yeah, but I know. But you know, if it's like the Dragon Ball saga, you should probably watch them all. It's just some of it just wasn't good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I watched it. It was interesting. I did. Super was definitely better.
Definitely.
Yeah. I accept that more as a sequel than GT. Although Super kind of went down the toilet a little bit.
Really? You mean like manga or anime wise? Because anime finished strong.
I think that the story was running out of steam very fast. Like the tournament thing was good, but
I mean,
it was
yeah.
just.
How much more can they do? Like the universe is vast, but they've already done.
Yeah, exactly.
They've already done tournaments with multiple. What are they supposed to do?
There's no
now?
development
How
to
can they go
the
up?
story, yeah. But it's still going. I haven't read the manga, but yeah, it's still
Silly.
going. All right, what is that drink?
It's
Poo juice.
Jägermeister.
No, it looked like poo. You drinking Jägermeister?
It's all I have.
Why do you have Jägermeister?
Because my friend is a Jägermeister rep, so I come into possession of a lot of Jägermeister.
Look, he's a what?
I'm not a Jägermeister rep at Bristol, or at least like he used to be.
What does a Jägermeister rep do?
Okay. I mean, so I thought it was pretty self-explanatory from the name, but they rep Jägermeister, so which means they go around. They like in the beginning of it, he would turn up to my house. He had like a goodie bag filled with these like mini bottles of Jaeger.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, "Do you want these?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he had to take a picture of me holding the bag, post it somewhere, and then be like, Zach Kayani loves Jaeger ice cold. And shit like that.
That's so funny. He gets paid by them, or do they just pay him in Jaeger?
No, that would be such a dumb deal. No, yeah. So they pay him. He gets to go to like events and stuff. There was like this Jägermeister house party that they threw.
Yeah.
Which was, and you know, obviously all of the alcohol there was
Just
Jaeger.
Jägermeister only.
Yeah, it was just Jägermeister in every room of the fucking house.
So everyone's just walking around with heartburn.
Essentially, yes.
Oh, that's so funny. I've never heard of anyone just like drinking Jaeger outside of a Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I finished all my beers last night.
Okay, next bit of news. What have you seen? Did I send you the trailer for that new anime, Malevolent Spirits Monogatari?
No.
Should I send it to you now?
Yeah, go ahead. Is it like a monogatari,
No,
or like
no,
a different monogatari?
I think the word monogatari just means story.
Yeah.
And then I think it's not related to the OG. I've emailed you the YouTube link. But yeah, I think so. That's coming out at some point. When did it say?
Hang on, not at the end yet. Soundtrack's kind of slapping as well.
So there is no release date yet.
Apparently not.
But yeah, if the trailers come out, then I'd assume it's dropping like early next year. Yeah, I just thought it looked cool. I've never really heard of it before. I
mean, yeah, similar concept to remember that show Sugumama?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, similar concept to that about the Tsukumogami that come to life when you love an object a lot.
Yeah, no, I don't think oh, yeah, no, I did see that one.
Yeah.
Is that the one where, like, he have a clothes that turned into something?
Yeah, he had an obi. I don't even know.
He had like a sash and it turned into like a sexy
an obi
girl.
sash. Yeah, you know, Japan and stuff.
Yeah. I watched that. That was good.
Yeah, I kind of imagine. Don't you think that's kind of like? I think that's what happened in Toy Story as well. I think his love for his toys are what brought them to life.
Ah, I see. Then how come all the other toys are alive?
Because people love all their toys.
Yeah, true. That's why they're so desperate to be played with.
Don't say it like that. That sounds so fucking gross.
What do you mean? They are.
Oh, they were fucking desperate to be
They are
played with.
desperate. They're so desperate.
You make.
This is gonna be rife with audio issues. I can already tell. It's gonna be a nightmare to edit. No, okay, yeah. Now, have you caught up with One Piece?
Yes.
Not
Yes,
today's.
I have.
Have you watched today's one?
No, I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched today's one either. I heard it's not as good, but we won't talk about that. Woo-wee! Yeah, it's been going crazy.
Alright, so you want to talk about it? I mean, we've been mentioning Roof Piece for a while now.
And the day is finally here.
And it's finally happening. It's happening right in front of our eyes.
It's that time of year again. It's Roof Piece.
This has never happened before.
No, yeah, but well, now to commemorate this time, there'll be a national holiday, a worldwide holiday every year.
Roof
Commemorate
Piece
Roof
Day.
Piece.
It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
Yeah, it's Roof Piece. It's Roof Piece Day. Everyone goes out in their straw hats.
Blood in the streets.
Yeah, and we just fight to the death on our rooftop.
Yeah, I know you've been waiting for this for a while.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I was waiting for it too.
That shit was
kind of. It surpassed my expectations.
Yeah,
honestly.
I honestly didn't think it was gonna be. First of all, I didn't think that the Chapter 1000 adaptation was gonna be better than the chapter, and then I didn't think that they were gonna keep up with the same level of just like care and like and like money as well on the next episode.
Yeah, here's the thing, because like this animation studio, they must have bank. Like
Yeah,
surely at
Toei
this point-
Animation.
I think Toei. I mean, they they paid off those hackers a couple of weeks back.
Toei
So
Animation.
we already know they got the bank to roll it out.
Toei Animation, they're Dragon Ball as well. They're like a lot of the big classic old school anime. So
when they need to whip it out, they can whip it out, and they absolutely did. Luffy's first Red Rock.
that was crazy.
That was literally, it's like, and I'm like I was saying, the animation is like a really big part of it for me. So when One Piece does do it, they do it so
It was like
well.
movie level for like 2 episodes. I haven't seen this week's episode, but it might even keep up that way. I can't believe that like even before we got to the action, the flashback was like one of the best, like well storyboarded and animated sequences I've ever seen. Like when the Roger flashback and the Luffy flashback link up.
Yeah, they coincide.
Yeah, and you just see Yamato's realization and everything. Like you can see her hair blowing in the wind and shit. Yeah, that shit was
great.
crazy.
I wish that happened to me in real life.
When you
Every
realize
time, like,
something,
Every
the
time
wind starts blowing.
that would be perfect.
And then to get into the actual fucking fight itself.
Beef.
Oh my god! All of their special moves just rearing up to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Law
me-
doesn't even have a transformation. They gave him a little, probably the best one actually, when he starts riding on that pointy little rock,
he's
and then a little
always just doing his thing.
gamma knife fucking up Kaido's organs. So many shots of Kaido's organs getting brutalized.
Literally.
It's
Again,
crazy.
just the way that you say it makes it sound so dirty. Like literally, yeah. To be honest, my favorite part of One Piece is when Trafalgar Law is up in somebody's guts.
Yeah.
Like it makes a huge difference to me in terms of story, and they always animate it so well too. And then, fuck it up. Funniest bit of that episode though is like the Crunchyroll clip of Luffy doing his basically Gear 4th Gatling thing, was just like the Crunchyroll clip was titled "Luffy hits Kaido so many times it doesn't fit in one episode." It's funny.
Yeah, oh my god, he was pounding his shit. Oh my god.
I have to wonder, Kaido's definitely like some creepy little masochist as well.
Yeah, because he's really enjoying himself.
It's like, stop it, Littleton. I want to see how much they can hurt me. Like when he's getting like compressed and shit by
Law. Just getting absolutely
No.
squeezed. Not lost, right?
No.
By Kid.
Yeah. He's just getting absolutely crushed. He's like, not enough. More pressure.
And I don't know why Killer is up there. I still don't know. I didn't know why in the manga.
No, he was doing the...
Whatever.
He did the thing with the you know...
Yeah. But...
And then after that, he just got burnt.
Yeah, whatever. Zoro, however, just so calmly deflecting the little slicing, and then he made Kaido and Big Mom shit their pants. He made them so fucking scared.
Kaido dodged it!
They were so calm and in control, and then he got up in the air, he brought that sword up over them. Oh! They were so scared. It was crazy.
It's good though. Kaido is a massive masochist, but he also has PTSD from fighting Odin.
He keeps
so funny.
He keeps having flashbacks. He's going
just cold sweats and flashbacks. Yeah, he's clearly in love with Odin.
Yeah,
sexual tension is crazy.
That shit was mad. It's been a while since I've been able to say that One Piece is like the best anime of all time. Like, it has been consistently the best manga for sure, but now it's back on top as the best manga of all time that is currently going. As it stands to this very moment, at this
I
time
just
right
want
now.
to see. I just want to see how they handle Gear 5 in the anime.
I hope it's going to be the same, at least the same director, if not the same key animator. Because this pairing of director and animator, I cannot remember the names, but apparently it was the same people that we had on the episode where they showed all the warlords. You know, when they did that, like, when the Reverie decided to, like, make abolish the warlord system, and then you got like a little one shot for each of the warlords, like what Boa Hancock is doing and like her bounty and shit, and like for all the warlords, and then also the one where they share the sake with Jinbei before they start the rage, and they blow up all those ships.
Animation was so good on that episode.
Yeah,
it was like that's really how you start like a war off with a bang.
So like that's the pairing, like it's that director and that animator. So probably when we get to Gear 5, they're going to pair them up again one more time.
The boys will be back.
Yeah, boys are back in business.
Yeah, One Piece is in a very...
The boy and the girl,
place
actually.
right now.
You sexists. They're not both men.
You didn't say that.
You said the boys.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that one of them was a woman.
Yeah, and you assumed. You assumed. So you had...
Yeah, okay, yeah. You know what? Fine. I'm a bigot. I'm a bigot.
You had animator. You said, well, you didn't tell me it was women. You just said animator.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what the term would be.
Animatrix. It was my fault for using the wrong terminology.
Yeah, you should be more clear. You have to be. Anytime you introduce anyone, you need to tell me what their pronouns are. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna get.
It's
cancelled.
just a minefield at this point. Okay, next bit of news. Moving on.
Fire Force Season 3 has been announced.
What? Who told you that?
It's all over Twitter, the Twitter sphere, the internet.
It's not my notes.
It somehow escaped the scope of my research, so I don't know.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Well, it's been confirmed. Mm-hmm. Do you have a date on that?
Which is kind of no release date yet, but which is kind of fucked up because this happens a lot, right? Every time I'm talking about something or I decide to start reading something, the new season decides to come out, so I can't get any further ahead. Like literally, I started reading Fire Force.
Maybe you need to start reading Konosuba.
What?
So that the new season.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I started reading Fire Force 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Literally, the day before I'm about to get to new content of Fire Force that I haven't seen before. Season 3 is announced.
Damn.
So now I'm in a dilemma. So I don't just want to stop reading.
Have you read? You're reading One Punch Man, aren't you?
Yeah, I haven't read the last couple chapters though.
That shit's been crazy.
Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting because it's just one crazy thing after another. I'm starting to get confused. I'm sorry, like it's starting to go a little bit too fast for me.
It's climax really. I think it's finished, this arc pretty much. It's gonna be the epilogue now.
Yeah, soon as this arc finishes up, I know we're probably not gonna get a season 3 of One Punch Man, which is really...
Why not?
Well, because season 2 wasn't exactly critically acclaimed.
Yeah, I know, but it's still One Punch Man. They're definitely gonna carry it on. It's a huge...
I hope they do.
It's a huge franchise, for sure. I'd be very surprised if we never see it again. I reckon we'll see it in the next few years. They're probably just trying to get it right.
That's true. Because season 1 was like... Season 1 was how I was able to get some of my friends into anime.
Yeah. It's good. It's very good. I think season 2 was good anyway. Like, it wasn't...
I only liked it because I have a appreciation for the medium, but for some people, all they saw was a drop off in like the bombastic quality.
Yeah, but I don't even think the quality was bad. It just wasn't the same. Just wasn't as good as the first season.
Yeah,
it didn't become bad.
To be honest, and that's what people had. Yeah, that's what I had come to expect.
But it always happens when they change studios.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, people weren't exactly pleased with the Attack on Titan switch either.
Yeah, but the Attack on Titan got better.
Yeah, now they're getting over it. Like, fucking hell. Like, we barely ever talked about Attack on Titan. I don't know when we're going to.
When they actually finish it.
But, should we really wait that long?
Yeah, I'm not talking to...
I have so much I need to say.
When the actual final season comes out,
Final season, part 4.
Yeah.
The epilogue.
Then I'll watch the final season as a whole.
Final season 4.0 plus 1.0.
And then
Evangelion.
And then we'll talk about it in its entirety, because I'm so annoyed that they've extended it for yet another season.
Yeah, because the only thing I want to talk about this season was just how Flock became my favourite character.
Yeah, and those last 2 episodes. But don't call it final season if you're releasing 2 more. What are you talking about?
I mean,
there's nothing final about it.
It's kind of a lie, yes.
Yeah.
Huge lie, in fact.
Yeah. Okay. Next, Moonknight.
Alright,
let's
sink our teeth into this.
Yeah, okay, this is like a semi-main topic. I'm just putting that in for me, who's editing, so I can put some space in there. Maybe give it a bit of music.
Love is just around the corner. Someone's on the phone. Don't know what to say. Don't know what's wrong. And my cat has got my tongue. 'Cause I couldn't come outside.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Do you want us to wait?
You don't need to do anything.
So you can just edit in. What? No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, where do you want to start with?
You don't know anything about the editing process.
I know literally everything about editing videos.
Moonknight.
Go on, quiz me.
What did you...
Sorry, I don't know. I got super defensive. Where do you want to start with Moonknight? I mean, we've discussed it briefly before. Okay.
No.
Some might tell you that's a weird place to start.
What did you think of it overall?
Okay, so my overall estimation of Moonknight, good show.
Yeah.
A lot of potential for season 2, if they decide to go in that direction.
Yeah.
Great actors, gripping story, action was okay.
Yeah.
Villain, I mean, yeah.
I like the
it didn't do that thing that you were worried it was going to do.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It was, I mean, it kind of was.
Not really.
They had the purple beam of light. You had the 2 giant gods fighting each other, then you had the 2 gods' avatars fighting each other.
Yeah,
but their powers were different. But yeah, it was good.
Sufficiently different.
I liked it. Yeah.
I like that. What's her name? Got her own.
The lady.
Her own god. Yes.
Whatever her name is.
Please remember her name.
I don't know.
We can't do this.
I know what her name is.
I don't just want to call her Moonknight's ex-wife. Yes. Fucking hell. Okay, so how did you feel about the reveal that
that you don't know the name of Moonknight's wife? I personally was shocked.
How do you feel about my misogynist reveal? I can't remember either of their names. It's Mark is the guy.
Yeah.
And then his counterpart
Layla.
is called... Yeah, Layla's his wife. I'm talking about his counterpart. Steven. Yeah, how did you feel about the reveal that Steven was actually the made-up one?
I knew that.
How did you know that?
Because I read comic books.
That's not...
What do you mean? No, but it wasn't... Was that supposed to be like a...
Yes, it was supposed to be... It was supposed to be
yeah,
a
I guess
thing.
they kind of did say it up like that, like, because they both go into that cave in the
Yes.
in the flashback thing, and you kind of
Yeah,
like,
and then you
who's-
find out that his mother is dead, and it's all just a fucking thing.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
I
And
thought,
all-
but
yeah, so,
I kind of watched it as like finding out how Mark came up with Steven. Like, I wasn't like, I didn't think they were gonna. I didn't really see it as they were framing it as who's the real one, you know?
Well, really, because they were always battling for control. So don't you think it was kind of set up as like a who's in charge? And you know what I really loved? What's his alter ego's name? Is it Jake?
Jake Lockley.
Yeah. The way they teased him in episode 4, I was like, well, that wasn't you and it wasn't me, then who was it?
Yeah, they didn't say anything about it. Then they did it again in the last episode, and also
Which I
when
was
they're in the
really
hospital, the
interested.
third sarcophagus that didn't open.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
There's a lot.
Fucking great.
And-
Okay, yeah, so I'm excited. I really want to see what Jake Lockley's Moonknight suit looks like.
Yeah,
I reckon it's going to be black.
I reckon it'll be hard. And
I think
also,
I think it's gonna be like similar design, but like black, gold moon sticking out really well. But like, yeah,
but are they going to do another one? It'd be good if they did, but they might not end up doing it. Depends how much money
we're waiting on season 2s for like a lot of these shows. I'm assuming that Marvel has a plan.
But the
they usually have a
difference,
plan.
the difference with this one is that Oscar Isaac only signed on for one season, and was very very adamant that he didn't want to get into one of these big Marvel contracts, and he referred to them as golden handcuffs. Like they pay you like these enormous sums of money, but you are like locked into this project for the next 5 or 6 years or whatever.
I mean, I don't know what else is he really doing. I don't know what else Oscar Isaac has cooking, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, he's doing stuff. He'd be in movies and stuff. But yeah, I get.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure he'll be in movies
as an
and
actor,
stuff. He's an
but
actor.
As an actor, it's exhausting. It must be exhausting to be part of the Marvel franchise if you're not, like, even if you are a fan.
Yeah,
But like
I don't think I would complain.
But I mean, yeah. Oh, boo-hoo! I'm getting paid tens of millions.
Oh, no.
I'm getting paid tens of
Millions
millions
of
of dollars to
fans
do my
worldwide.
job. Yeah, it's not that bad, but yeah, it can.
My golden handcuff. Fucking get over it.
I can see how you'd be wary because it involves a lot of stuff off screen. Like you've got to do all these interviews. You're now the subject of big public scrutiny. Yeah,
and if you don't like Marvel, like I'm not good with names today. It's actually quite
Natalie
embarrassing.
Portman.
Not Natalie Portman, but also yes, Natalie Portman. So but I'm talking about Mysterio. How can I not remember his name? Jake Gyllenhaal, not a Marvel fan. He wanted to do the one and done thing. So I can imagine if he was getting locked into like multiple contracts and stuff, like that could be exhausting. But I think if you're like into Marvel,
But I mean, even that is it just could be like if your movie ends up being bad and your character is hated and you'd want to separate yourself from this role, you can't because you're locked into like a 7-movie contract and you have to carry on doing it. Or if another project that you've been waiting for or something like cool comes up that you might want to do, if it conflicts with like your shooting, you're already in this prior engagement. So like there are like a bunch of reasons why he might end up not wanting to do it, especially if he's like, not like a huge fan of the MCU or the superheroes in general. But the show turned out really well, and I think it's being received pretty well, apart from some weird comments about like how he's not Jewish enough or something, which is like all right. I guess.
I'm sure there's a complaint you can find about every show ever.
Like,
His character isn't Jewish.
But because I guess in the comics his dad is a rabbi, but that's about Like, there's like a couple stories where that is relevant, but it's not like a.
I mean,
Like, I understand wanting
this is
representation,
kind of one of them.
but
Yeah.
like, it's not a criticism of a show if it doesn't have Jewish representation. Like, you're not lacking for Jewish representation in TV.
It's true.
But yeah, I thought the show was cool. I was a bit confused as to like so you see the mental hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like a fabrication of his mind.
Space.
But then at the end, Ethan Hawke, I can't remember the character's name. He's in a mental hospital.
Yeah, but it's not the same mental hospital.
Okay, so it'd be different.
Yeah, it'd be way different.
I see.
Yeah, his mental hospital was like his it was just his subconscious.
Yeah. Another
basically.
thing.
Which is crazy. Imagine your subconscious fucking with you like that.
When they go into the tomb,
Mm-hmm.
They see this weird creature thing, and it's chopping up guts and doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Then they get chased by it, but then nothing. What was that? Then he gets shot by Ethan Hawke, and then we never fucking hear about it again.
Well, yeah, but because Layla kills the monster, whatever it was.
What was it? Why was it there?
I don't know. It's just ancient Egyptian bullshit, It's a lost tomb.
It's just some ancient
Of course, there are going
Egypt
to be
stuff.
some monsters running around. I mean, like if the gods and stuff are real, as well as the jackals and shit.
Yeah.
Then it stands to reason it's some kind of ancient Egyptian body chopper.
The ancient
freak.
Egyptian body chopper.
Yeah, you've read the stories.
Yeah.
Rick Riordan's probably butchered some kind of Egyptian thing. Speaking of which, have you heard the Percy Jackson news?
No. What Percy Jackson? You got a lot of news this week.
Yeah, I think it was Walker Scobell. Ryan Reynolds' mini-me.
What, the one who's in Adam Project?
Yeah, I think they're getting him to play Percy Jackson.
What? No way. What? In what though?
In the Percy Jackson series that's coming out on Disney Plus.
What? There's a Percy
Yeah.
Jackson series coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Is this confirmed?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm looking it up. Oh
Percy Jackson Disney
shit!
Plus series cast Walker Scobell and title.
Oh shit! Is there a trailer? No,
I
there's no
think so.
trailer. Oh damn, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I think he's going to be good. I like Walker Scobell.
Yeah, I like that movie. I like that Adam Project movie.
I'm
See, that's
surprised that I
another
liked
example of good cheesy.
It's true. Ryan Reynolds is just it's just because I love him though.
Mm.
I feel like I could forgive him. I forgave him for Red Notice.
I like Red
So
Notice.
I feel like yeah, of course you like Red Notice. Ryan Reynolds was in it.
I really enjoyed Red Notice. Okay, is that all we have to say on Moonknight? I'm trying to think if there's anything we've missed. Yeah, I think he'd fold well into the MCU as it stands, like in their next big scale thing. Because they're building up a lot of like street level characters at the same time that they're building up their cosmics. So it's good because we've had kind of the planetary level ones. That was phase 1, like Captain America and Iron Man and Hulk and stuff. And now at the same time they're doing like their Eternals and all that, and the more cosmic side, and like in Thor,
Yeah.
Thor 4, we're getting
Four.
we're
That
getting
was really
more
fucking me
gods
up,
and
though.
stuff.
What's really fucking me up though is that no one has mentioned that thing with the Eternals.
What thing?
No one's talked about how at the end of the Eternals, a massive god halfway protruded out
but
of
the Eternals
fucking
takes
planet.
place after Spider-Man. If we know that for sure, it must take place after Doctor Strange.
Yeah, okay.
They mention the Statue of Liberty, I'm pretty sure, in Eternals, but they don't mention. Yeah, they mention it being broken or something. They didn't say anything about Spider-Man. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they do. Yes, I think Eternals is the latest chronologically. Because also you have to remember during COVID, they reshuffled a lot of the release dates of these films. So it might be why we're having some time jumping. But yeah, I think Eternals is the latest in the continuity as of yet.
Should we talk about Doctor Strange?
Before that, just quickly, you've seen the Thor 4, the fourth Thor trailer.
Yes, and I'm very excited for it. I'm loving that he's. It looks like he's a little bit in love with Peter Quill now.
Yeah.
So I just really want to see how that relationship develops. I'm really excited.
On a soul searching mission, just vibing. I like it. It looks really good. I like the music. It's going kind of in a Guardians of the Galaxy-esque kind of way with the soundtrack and feel. Kind of like how Thor Ragnarok was as well.
Yeah, exactly. They've done so well since.
Love a bit of Taika
World.
Waititi. Yeah, that shit looks good. The only thing I don't like about the trailer is that they spoiled the Jane Foster Thor. I think that's spoily. They shouldn't have done that, because that reveal's now lost its magnitude as a scene in the actual movie.
Yeah.
And for what? Like, we were going to see it anyway. They didn't have to do that. They could have just let us have it in the cinema. I
wonder that for me, that I didn't like immediately make that connection. I was just like, whoa, that's Thor. Tris.
That's Thortris.
Yeah, I don't know what the term is. I was just really excited to see him get his ass kicked by a lady Thor.
Yeah.
Because again, Secret Wars, not so secret. So many Thors in the Secret Wars. Literally a whole battalion of them. So I'm wondering maybe that can come into play as well.
I mean, the way we're going. Okay, now let's talk about Doctor Strange. Now that we're getting onto the topic of these Secret Wars and their secrets. All right. So the main topic of this week, Doctor Strange 2. Doctor Strange 2, even stranger.
Professor Weird in the Multiverse of Midness.
Midness.
I heard her come outside. I'm waiting by the door. No place left to hide. Love is just around the corner. Someone's on the phone. Don't know what to say. Telling no one's home. And my cat has got my tongue. 'Cause I heard her come outside.
Doctor what? And 4 other multiverses around about. It wasn't really a multiverse of madness. It was like Doctor Strange visits a few other multiverses.
Doctor Strange walks through a couple universes. Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness was an exaggeration, for sure. But well, what did you think? I liked it. I liked this film.
So, the fact that I had to pee throughout 3/4 of it, notwithstanding, and couldn't leave.
Oh yeah.
It was a really good movie.
It would have done. You would have been better off just going for a quick piss.
I didn't want to miss a second, and I'm glad I didn't go. There are some really stand-up parts that we need to talk about, but overall, I think it was a good film. I'm not gonna lie to you. There were some bits that I think were a bit like
cringe.
I wouldn't even say cringe.
Like the ice cream song, the song about ice cream. Was it so cringe that you wiped it from your memory?
I'm sorry. I completely blocked that out. But basically, fine. So one thing I need to mention, yes, obviously, I hate Wanda's kids. I like them. I like them in one division. I don't like them in this.
I wanted those kids to die at the end of the film.
What the fuck? You can't say that.
I wanted them somehow. I wanted some accident to happen and something falls on them or something. God, I hated those kids.
Yeah, the ice cream song. It was pitchy.
That was tough.
It was.
it was poorly performed.
It was not something that I thought would have made it to the final cut.
Yeah,
if I'm being really honest. But overall, the movie was good. So the stand-up bit that I really want to talk about. I don't know. Should we start from the beginning, or can we just go to our favorite parts?
Because structurally, what we normally do is I've noticed we try and go through the film as a whole and talk about it as a podcast.
We never really do.
But then we just end up talking about the bits that we like the most. So maybe we'll just say we'll try it the opposite way. Maybe if we try and say the bits that we like the most, we'll end up going through the film as a whole. Structure.
Okay, yeah. So 616 Wanda versus the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Was easily one of the best fight scenes that I've seen to date. Not even the way that it was like, whoa, amazing, bombastic.
Yeah.
Just the way she absolutely murdered the fuck out of those guys.
It was really
hard.
Yeah, it was really
what I felt like was up to that point, it had kind of been like a little bit like, Wanda's just having a bit of an off day. But in that moment, she's like, oh, she is the villain.
Yeah.
She's the Scarlet Witch. Like, oh my god, it was fucking crazy. What she did to Black Bolt, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
Black Bolt even being there was a huge shock for me. Like,
I know, yeah.
And because you know it's the same guy from that horrible Inhumans TV series that they did. Sorry, there's someone trying to start a motorbike in my living room. Did you watch that Inhumans TV series?
No.
Where he accidentally kills his parents by saying like shut up or something, or like no. It's fucking awful. They brought that guy back, and they had him
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that killing in the Illuminati scene I think was cool. Although
you know what the bit
I
that
think
sticks in my head. It's like the way. First of all, she gets rid of his mouth, obviously, and then when he tries to scream, the way you can see his brain sort of like just like bit pancakes on itself. It's amazing.
I think. Although, I don't get why. How does Reed Richards get turned into spaghetti so quickly, but then Captain America is just alive for so much longer? I don't get that. I think that it was cool. It was cool to watch, but it didn't seem well thought out, because then it seems like they thought of the Black Bolt thing, but then couldn't think of anything else, because then Captain Marvel ends up just dying by being crushed by rock, which doesn't make any sense.
I mean, well, no, I think it's because it's after Captain Marvel is exhausted quite a bit of
I know,
energy.
but I mean, it's just so unceremonious. Mr. Fantastic is turned into spaghetti. Black Bolt, whose power is his voice, gets his mouth sealed shut. Captain America's cut in half by her own shield. Captain Marvel crushed by big pillar.
I think I like it though, because it's quick and it's brutal and it is unceremonious. It reminds me of Invincible in that fashion. The way in its brutality.
That's true.
You can just tell that these aren't the main characters.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes it so clear.
Just tears through them. What did you think of Jim from The Office as the father of the first family?
It kind of fits.
Yeah. I think he looks the part. He didn't really get to do or say much, but I liked it.
I could watch a Fantastic Four with John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic.
But I think they wasted him in this. I think if they're going to be killing them all off, they're probably going to bring him back as an alternate version that just looks the same. But if they're going to be killing them all off, they should have just used Johann Croft. I think that's the guy's name. From the original 2000s Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah, but his isn't a name that will make people go whoa, John Krasinski's hot right now.
I mean, they've got Patrick Stewart. They brought Patrick Stewart back.
Yeah, but because Patrick
and they brought that
Stewart's
Blackgar Boltagon guy back,
mainstay.
whose name I don't even know, but they brought him back from the. Because if they're just bringing people back in to kill them off, they definitely should have. I think it would have. John Krasinski's cameo or appearance as Mr. Fantastic. His first appearance as Mr. Fantastic shouldn't be him getting turned into spaghetti after 5 lines. Do you know, and apparently someone who was supposed to do it, literally they had him booked in and he was going to shoot it, but then because of the COVID cases he didn't want to risk it. Daniel Craig was actually supposed to be Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, Daniel Craig.
Yeah. Bizarre.
I think I would have liked that.
Yeah. That's weird. That's really weird.
Reed Richards.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm glad they didn't.
Quantum of Mechanics.
Apparently, Michael Fassbender they thought of bringing Michael Fassbender in as Magneto as well.
Oh, that would have been hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked the music fight. Even though I think it was poorly executed, I think it was pretty cool.
I think, I was mentioning this, I don't think it should have been the whole fight. I think it should have been an aspect of it.
Yeah. I think a lot of the action in this was, I liked it conceptually, but then in practice, visually, it didn't blow me away. A lot of the fights were people standing still and then stuff happening
Doing
between
magic?
them. Stuff happening between them.
I
but-
disagree, but what about when Wanda stormed Kamatage?
Yeah, that's it. It was just a bunch of yellow rings. I want to see more
No,
magic.
but I'm talking about when she was in the mirror world trap and like she was doing like that. Yeah, that's when the concepts and the visual work like really.
Yeah, but
melted me. She was like using the reflections and shit.
Yeah,
to,
but that's like the
attack.
horror aspect, which I think was good. Like that's not the fight. It's like what I think
I kind of
the very
consider that whole...
the Sam Raimi-esque part of it was they spent most of the movie just running away, like barely staying one step ahead of Wanda as she like tries to grab at them and like get them with all these different spells and stuff. I thought that shit was really cool. But whenever it was like a fight, like to see like I expect from a superhero movie, like Doctor Strange to go against Wanda or Wanda going against Wong and all the other wizards and stuff, I feel like it was like, because where I'm setting the bar for like Doctor Strange magic fights is Doctor Strange versus Thanos in Infinity War, where he's separating himself out into loads of things. He becomes some flowers. He's dragging some shit around. There's stuff going on. Like he's moving. He's doing some stuff. He's creative. And even
master of the mystic arts in that movie.
Exactly. That's when he really was the master of the mystic arts.
The Sorcerer Supreme.
Now he just snake hands every now and then. I was so annoyed when he finally faced off against Wanda and it's just snake hands, and then she made the snakes too hot, so they died. I was disappointed in that.
Magic is simple sometimes. You can't turn your nose up at it. You gotta take it how it is.
And sometimes it feels like it's like a ego battle or something. He's just got to use what he pulls out at that time. Like, okay, and I play snake hands, I guess, snake hands. And she goes, well, I burn your snake hands, so now your snakes are too hot and you can't use them.
And I attack your life points directly. So what are you going to do? We do need to talk about though how Wong is. Doctor Strange is a reckless wizard. Wong is the luckiest wizard. Wong is the luckiest wizard to ever exist.
Yeah, he's hanging in there.
He failed upwards into his job as the Sorcerer Supreme. He got almost killed. He got almost killed so many times during Infinity War and in this movie. He got thrown off a mountain.
Yeah,
and just
should have been
landed
dead
on the
by
ledge,
all rights.
Slightly further down. The luckiest wizard. It's insane.
Yeah. What else did I like? I'm trying to think. So yeah, I love the Sam Raimi-ness of this movie, and by that I mean three things: great direction, great horror, and nonsensical dialogue that's just so overly cheesy and dramatic that it almost doesn't make sense. Like, that's like my favorite thing about the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Like when he's about to go into the Darkhold or whatever, into his own corpse, and he goes, I'm gonna need you to cover for me. And she's like, against who? The souls of the damned. Dr. Stephen, what do you think Christina's going to do against the souls of the damned? Why did he leave her there? Why was she supposed?
She was the only one there. He has to talk. It's better he says, watch out for the souls of the damned, rather than just like not. What do you want to do? Not tell her anything.
I think he should put some other measures in place rather than just leaving this mortal woman to deal with this. Like, he wasn't even winning against them. She somehow managed to win against him because there was a fire pot or something nearby. And then
magic bullshit, mystical bullshit. Yeah.
Then she goes, and then she whispers in his ear, Stephen, win. And he's like, oh, yeah, I should just win. Then he used... He's like, oh, yes, I should win this battle instead. I like that it came down to they had to use their brains. Like, Wanda was just too strong, so they had to get her in her weakness, her emotional issues. Her mental instability was her true weakness, which is true, which is what it's normally like in the comics.
So... So what did you think of America Chavez finally boxing her a little bit?
Yeah, I like the fact that once you believe in yourselves, you can use your powers. Very Sam Raimi. I like that a lot. That she was giving her the hands. I liked it. It was cool. Punching into a couple different dimensions.
So this is something I really want to talk about. Did you was there anything stand out when they were traversing the multiverse and doing a madness or whatever?
Oh yeah,
the
1 second of multiversal madness we had.
Yeah, did you see any standout universes? I know I saw a
They were
couple that,
cartoony
like, I
in
thought-
one.
Yeah, which was fun.
Um,
But like, there was definitely a noir one, I think.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But
and
I
then-
don't think if any of it was like, I don't know. We'd have to wait for the nerds to make a couple of YouTube videos, but I don't think any of it was like
Aren't we the
explicit
nerds?
reference to. Well, not like the find a clip from the cinema and then slow it down and look at each screenshot. We're not those. We're not those nerds.
Yeah, that's what my friends do when they're watching this. I have to send you a clip that they took. Hang on,
Of what?
it's literally the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I heard her come outside. I'm waiting by the door.
But yeah. So what else?
I didn't really like Elizabeth Olsen's performance in this.
What do you mean? She was great.
I didn't like it.
What didn't you like about it? The fact
It
that
was-
she was a woman? Would you rather a
It
man
felt-
play the Scarlet Witch?
It felt very wooden to me. Like, I don't know, just not very... She was so good in One Division, like, showed a lot of range as well, doing all the different personalities and, like, the different style of sitcom that were coming up, and she did that so well. And then in this, it was just such... It was a very flat performance. Like, at no point was I watching it and was able to forget that she was acting. That's what I felt like. Like, it was... It may be because... I don't think it was because of the script, because I think the script was fine for her and gave her a lot of opportunity to do a lot of stuff. Like, even the part where she's talking to herself and, like, protecting herself from her... Protecting her kids from her own, like, alternate self. Like, it just wasn't... Didn't give anything very powerful there at any point. But, like, I'm not... You know,
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah, I think I can understand what you mean. She certainly did show a lot more range in One Division, but I think, and also, she did say, like in an interview, she was worried that this one was going to be a miss. She said that she was worried that this was like the one that would fall flat. But even though, you know, it's like basically acclaimed now, people are saying that they love it. But
Yeah.
I think her performance, like I was seeing good stuff in it. I think it's indicative of her mental state that she wouldn't be showing that range, because like her character was on she was like on one track. She didn't really have need. And then when
But-
she was breaking down, I think she broke down sufficiently.
No, I don't. It wasn't ever any. It didn't give any depth to her motivations. We knew her motivations because we'd been told. Because we'd been told it. Like, even seeing her interact with the kids and stuff, it just really. For me personally, I don't think there was a lot there, as much as she could have done there.
Right. Okay. You're wrong, but let's.
Yeah, well, that's really my main criticism of this. Like, I pretty much loved everything apart from the action in general. I felt was at a lower bar than some other Marvel movies, but definitely by no means like bad. And then I didn't like her performance as much, but other than that, I pretty much loved everything. Like the story, the soundtrack. I love the electric guitar that comes. I guess is his new thing now. I hope they keep that.
Maybe.
Like, and when it comes in, when his third eye comes out at the end. Oh shit!
Yeah.
That ending was,
the ending.
The ending was crazy. That ending was sick.
I'll say at the top of this, I don't like the CGI on that third eye.
Yeah. Oh no, it's janky.
The eye, yeah, it looks weird. Like people have done third eyes before, and they've looked better than that. It looks like it looks puffy. It looks like you need to go to like an optometrist or something.
The CGI
Needs
on
to
the
see some kind of
other
doctor.
Doctor Strange, who had it first, that looks fine.
I don't know. I think they both look pretty weird, honestly.
I think that especially at the end, it doesn't look good. But the fact that it's there is pretty crazy.
Right. So here's a theory. What if? So you know the first end credit scene where his eye opens, right, and then the second end credit scene where someone goes like, "You've caused an incursion. Let's sort it out."
So do you know?
What if those are two different universes?
I don't think it is. just because.
Well, that's why it's a theory. You can't. But I'm just thinking. I'm thinking like, how does it go from him screaming on the street to just immediately him being okay?
Yeah,
like,
that's so funny. He's like, oh, and he's like, no, I'm fine. I like it.
Yeah, let's go.
I like it. I can see better now, actually. So the woman who shows up at the end is Klee. She's like his love interest one of his love interests is in the comics. Like, she's from the Dark Dimension. She's actually Dormammu's niece.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and that was so. I don't know if you noticed, that was Charlize Theron who's playing her, and she's taking him through a portal to the next movie, I guess.
See, this is why it's the same thing. Doctor Strange doesn't have to wait for the next movie.
Yeah, but
he can use the time. He used the time stone to see Endgame. He's already in the next dimension watching the next fucking film.
But so that I'm thinking that we're not going to see him until the next big thing, which I think will be Secret Wars, because obviously, you know, the modern Secret Wars that you're reading is all about incursions of, like, the multiverse, people discovering the other universes and causing them to have incursions on each other. So that seems to be where we're heading. And, like, you've caused an incursion. Let's go.
Yeah, go. Yeah, fuck. I'm really, really into that. Now, okay, what if...
Also, sorry, another thing that was really funny to me is the magic book. So we obviously have a lot of magic books, but like, so not the one that's not the Darkhold.
The Book of Ashanti.
Like the Lighthold or whatever. The
Book of Ashanti.
Yeah, I love just the concept of it's a magic book that solves all the problems we're having in this movie. Like, that was literally the description. It's a magic book that gives the sorcerer all the power he needs to solve his very specific problem he's having right now.
And it's just a question like, why has no one looked for this book before? It's fucking crazy. It's just like, and that's just sitting on the shelf in the sanctum.
Oh, it's so
ridiculous.
Oh, it's so funny. I love that. It's so silly. Like, it's silly enough that they must know that. That's why, like, it never got used, because it's just so fucking stupid.
Yeah. But I don't like the cop. They destroyed the Darkhold in every universe.
Yeah.
Which I think, I don't know, I think that's a mechanic that they might have cut off a little bit too soon. I want to see what happens when other people get a hold of the
more
Darkhold.
dream walking?
No, but I'm sure there's other shit in the book.
Yeah, but I think most of it is like a Wanda's stuff. Like the Scarlet Witch does it. It's about the Scarlet Witch, and then gives her the powers to do the stuff.
Yeah, I saw...
Gives you a third eye.
There was a decent amount of witch shit in this movie, but I would have loved to see more. Obviously, my favourite is still when they just undo illusions, like the Bentley Apple Orchard in the beginning. Like when they just undo illusions, that's my cup of tea.
Wanda's villain reveal just being from her misspeaking. Sorry, did you not?
Oh, my bad.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. I didn't tell you her name yet. Oh. All right.
I'm ahead. I'm the
villain. Fine, I'm the villain.
Yeah, I was wondering. That was actually quite a surprise to me. I was wondering what their dynamic was going to be, because there wasn't like a set villain in the trailer, and I thought, but Wanda's like...
Yeah, I thought she'd become the villain. I didn't realize that she was just going to start out straight up evil.
Also, Vishon, absentee father.
Yeah, where's Vishon in all of the universes?
True.
Yeah, didn't see him at all. I thought he might walk down the stairs or something. But
that would have been really interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have enjoyed seeing that.
It's cool that they've confirmed that like all dreams are you seeing yourself in an alternate universe in the MCU. It'd just be funny to think like what kind of dreams are people having? And like, have we seen any other dreams in any other of the Marvel movies?
That's a really interesting thought, actually.
They recontextualize it. Yeah, recontextualize it, everything going back. And there's like, have I showed you that picture of the Wong?
Sorry?
The Wong?
No.
It's I can't remember what the universe is called, but there's like a universe where Wong is like, he's attached to himself like cat dog, like his torso, coming out of his torso, are just two separate top halves of Wong.
That's fucking
And it's
terrifying.
It's horrible.
He must be a villain.
Yeah.
Surely. If that was me, I would be a villain.
I just keep searching Wong, but that's not what it's...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, has he ever seen that in any of his dreams?
Surely.
He just... just wakes up screaming.
That's so weird. What if that's true for, like, the real world as well? Because I've had some, like, super fucked up dreams. I've also had some great dreams, and I'm just wondering why.
It would explain
why
my
real
dreams
life so
that I
tepid?
have. It explains my dreams I have that are just so fucking boringly related to my real life.
Yeah.
Like, you dreams where you get up and get ready for school, then you wake up and you have to get ready for school.
Yeah, it must also explain, like, the really weird ones. I had one where I was careening through space in our back garden.
Yo,
Yeah.
that sounds lit.
I know, so I hope that's real.
So, how many multiverses out of Madness are we giving this film?
Well, based on the preconception...
How strange is this movie? Has it got its doctorate in strange, or is it just is it
Does it have
pre-med?
its PhD in strange?
Is it pre-med? Is it a Doctor Strange, or is it maybe a
Intern Strange.
Mr. Strange or Professor Strange?
Resident Strange.
Resident Strange.
This movie. Okay, so obviously, this movie started off strong with its introduction of Professor Weird.
Yeah.
And then once we heard inklings of Dr. Watt and so much, I think this gets 8 out of 10 strangers.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go similar to you. Give it 4 Doctors out of Strange.
This movie slaps and fucks and comes a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's good. I don't know why I'm so lukewarm on it though. Like, they didn't do anything explicitly wrong. But
It's because
something
they
missing.
didn't do anything. This is they didn't do anything bombastic with the magic. They didn't do anything that made me go like, "Whoa!" Like an Infinity War,
or like in Spider-Man when I was coming and shitting myself the entire time.
It's incredible you didn't get kicked out of the Everyman.
Yeah. It was encouraged. They gave me a bag and everything.
Shitting and coming is encouraged.
Yeah, that I liked it. I liked that movie. Another thing that we forgot to touch on, I thought it was interesting, the implication that there were other features that he saw. That, like, because he's in the funeral and that guy's like, the guy's like really was that the only fucking way, and then when he goes to another universe, we find out that there was actually another way that Thanos was defeated, and it ended up in his death. So not that he necessarily saw that outcome, but maybe he
decided that he didn't want to fucking die.
Yeah, maybe he saw like an outcome that didn't involve everyone getting snapped away, where he died. But he was like, maybe I'd prefer if Tony Stark were to kill himself instead of me.
Yeah,
I like it though.
It's good. Yeah, it adds a layer of darkness. Then he opens up the dark hold. He might just be a bad dude, and he's causing incursions all over the place.
That's the music that plays when you open your third eye.
Okay, well, I think that's a wrap on Professor Weird.
Yeah. Very good. Not normal, as you'd expect from the Professor of Strange.
Quite odd.
Yeah.
I think is what we'll say about this movie.
Very tame from Multiverse of Madness, I'll say, on the multiverse.
All right, hang on, I gotta go in outside for a sec.
What's happening? Yeah, okay, so now, I guess, Comic Book Corner.
There's nothing new in Comic Book Corner. I can tell you the new mangas I've been reading, but Secret Wars has been a slog since before I started my dissertation.
Yeah.
So I'm not making a lot of progress. The war is arduous and long.
Yeah.
it's now a battle for me just as much as anyone else.
I've been reading Bleach.
Oh,
started
really?
Bleach from chapter 1. Yeah, because I could
Crazy,
never...
Because you shit on the anime so much.
I could never finish the anime. But it had good moments, and I liked it. I liked it, what it was about. Also, the art is fucking sick. Like, I had seen some of the art. I think the guy's name is Kabuki.
All right.
I think that's his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, he's a lit mangaka. Like, the art is fucking incredible. I think all the art in the big three is good, but I think Kishimoto, so Naruto, has the best art, then Bleach, then One Piece in terms of the manga for the art.
All right.
Yeah, so I thought, you know what, let me read it, because the reason I don't like the anime is it gets real slow in the way that a lot of early 2000s anime often does, like, just drags itself out, because nothing was seasonal, so they had to do a lot of filler and, like, padding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I really like it. I'm only, like, 6 chapters in.
Okay. Cool.
Ooh.
No, you go.
Yeah.
After all, you hate being interrupted. So.
I do. I also, just today, I finished watching the first part of The Long Halloween, which is like DC animated movie. It's like a Batman movie. It's like, so I know the comic book storyline is Matt Reeves drew a lot of it, not a lot, but some aspects from it for his The Batman. So I'd been planning to read the comic. And also after watching the Injustice movie, I swore to myself I'd never watch a DC animated movie again, because that shit was just goddamn awful. That shit was so fucking terrible. But I heard that this was good. I heard on the podcast I was listening to that the Long Halloween movie was pretty good. So I checked it out, and you know what it is? It's restored my faith. And now I've gone the opposite way, actually. I'm going to watch all of the DC animated movies.
You're a fucking flip-flopper. What about the new season of Young Justice?
I need to watch that as well.
Yeah, I haven't got started on that yet. I'm very excited to do so, however.
Did you watch Injustice?
No.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Shit.
Don't watch it. It's like an hour and a half highlight reel of an Injustice comic book span that ran for about like 7 years with 20 volumes in each year.
You can't do that. If anything, it should be a show.
Like,
that's
exactly.
the only way you're gonna get. That's the only way you're gonna get something good out of it.
Did you not read the Injustice comic?
I don't know. Never actually.
No, you need to, because that's why I was so excited for the movie, because the comic run was fucking crazy. Like, it's so good. And it gets a bit silly in parts, but it's just, for the most part, it's just really well written and so solid. But yeah, I was like, after they butchered that, I didn't trust them on The Long Halloween, but they've separated The Long Halloween into 2 parts. I've only seen the first half. And it's really good. It's just like, it actually has an artistic direction and like a point to it, and as opposed to just copy and pasting panels from a comic book. Like, yeah, they've understood the story and tried to tell it.
Okay, that's really. I'm happy that that's happening for you. Me, yeah. I'm not that you asked, but I'm brushing through like a lot of mangas right now. Like, I'm getting through a lot of them.
Yeah.
I've gone back and read some of the old ones. So
the animes that you've seen, or just like fresh?
Yeah. So animes, some fresh titles, some animes that I've seen that never got season 2, never got season 2. But I was like, wait a minute, I can know how these stories end.
Yeah.
For example, Dead Man Wonderland.
Don't tell me.
I'm not going to.
But yeah, I've been reading
if I wanted to. Yeah, for example,
I've been reading
Dead Man Wonderland. I was really into Nisekoi when that first started coming out.
Yeah, I started reading that as well, but I didn't get all the way to the end.
Yeah, you should. It's a nice end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've basically all but stopped reading Secret Wars, because I've just opened up this rabbit hole of all of my favorite shows.
That you never saw the end of.
Yeah, apart from frustratingly a couple of my absolute favorite ones. You know that isekai show, Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a really good one. They've got 2 seasons, but
is it a light novel?
Yeah, and I can't find the light novel in English anywhere.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Literally, my 2 most favorite shows. Classroom of the Elite.
If you're doing that, you should definitely read 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins manga is called.
Yeah, to be honest, after our discussion today, I was thinking that's probably what would be best to do.
I was reading it before the bad season came out, and then I stopped reading it because I thought the bad season
before the worst times.
Yeah, because you know what, like, what I kept doing while I was catching up on Seven Deadly Sins, I kept going back and watching that Meliodas versus the Ten Commandments fight. Because that's really where the anime finished, and then everything after that is like a recap of the manga.
Bonus.
It's a recap of the manga with pictures, with some moving. Like exactly, like because honestly, it was just because I couldn't be bothered to read it. That's why I finished watching it. But like that was like at the time that was one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, what about, and like, I fell in love with Seven Deadly Sins, which is why it hurt so much. I fell in love when everyone was just throwing all their moves at him. There was just like 7 moves in a row, and he just like, full counter.
Full counter.
It's almost sensual, the full counter.
There is one last full counter in like the last few episodes, which is pretty hot.
Okay, yeah. So I'll get back into it, I think.
Full counter. Yeah, it's good.
What do you think your special move would be called?
depends what it does. But I do like the fact that it's just something in English. Like very strong.
just something mundane, normal, in fact.
Full counter. Okay, so now we're on to the letters segment.
This week in letters. There are.
So we have. Let me have a look. Go over to the email. I have an email from a few from Deliveroo. Email from YouTube. No letters from any fans. Okay, yeah.
I knew it as well.
Okay. Were you hoping against hope?
No, I knew that you were going to get to that punchline eventually. I was just wondering why it was taking so fucking long.
But I can say that I have heard from our friend Herbie that he listened to the last episode and he really enjoyed it, and he's been eagerly awaiting this one.
Okay,
so Herbie,
actually
if you're listening,
really good to hear.
I hope you're enjoying.
Yeah, you see, we start small with the fan base. We will remind you once again that the email to send us some letters would be
lemshowletters@gmail.com.
And I will mention that
seeing the Lem and Zach show
seeing
on
as
Twitter,
we haven't had any letters, there is still time to change the email.
I think at this point, anyone who starts watching us from episode 1, if they have any letters to send, they would have already sent it to this email, you know? So if it's suddenly at episode 4 or 5, suddenly the email has changed.
Okay, but I just think if we don't change it now, it's just never going to get changed.
I don't think it will change. That's my thing.
Okay, I'm done. I'm signing off. I'm signing out. I'm signing off. I've had enough.
Look, okay, so
it's clear. It's clear.
I've been
I know what's going on. You know who I am.
Do we? Your name's not on the letterhead.
Fuck you.
I've been Lemuel Keane.
Oh wait. This episode has to be called "Wong is the Luckiest Wizard."
It has to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if nothing else pops out of me, then I'll call it that. Yeah,
I'm very good at coming up with episode titles.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You decide the episode title. That'll be your thing.
Oh, don't handle me. I don't need to be handled. I need to be respected.
I'm not handling you. I'm asking you to get involved in the editing process.
That can be your thing.
Okay, do you want your thing to be editing the whole episode?
No, I don't.
And paying for the hosting?
No, obviously.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I guess that's why your name's on the fucking email.
The episode title can be your thing.
Right. Thanks. Handling me. Okay, well.
There's been a lot of bickering in this episode. I don't know if I'm going to leave it in the final edit.
I mean,
I came in hot today. I was in a bad mood when we started.
I could tell. all on my ass for having a conversation with you. I hope you're not like this with Jordan.
You don't even know the half of it, mate.
That's not. I don't want to know the half of it.
No, I'm not. I just get real moody sometimes, especially if it's after a nap.
You're a baby.
Yeah, or when I'm hungry.
Child.
It's when I've had a nap, or when I'm hungry, or when I really need to poo.
Or you want breast.
No, not too. I don't get too fussy about breasts, but yeah, if Jordan has to deal with me when I'm sleepy, hungry, or need to poo, I feel bad for her, because what will happen is I'll like get food, or like I'll wake up a bit, or I'll do my poo and I'll feel better, and I'm like. It's almost like it's like that was it. It's like, wow, did you see that fucking moody guy a few minutes?
It's your fucking Moonknight split personality. Like, I'm sorry.
Do you know what's
I'm sorry. That was Graham. You can't hold that. That wasn't me.
I start doing the accent like, oh well, bloody hell. I don't know who that was. That bloody. Are you having a laugh as well?
Hey, cabrón. Lo siento, mi amor.
Don't say that. That's not true. Are you having a laugh as well? That's my Oscar Isaac impression. You know what's funny? In the Batman: The Long Halloween, they keep foreshadowing Two-Face, but they keep like doing it so much, like way too hard. Like
some people even say it's like he has faces.
And then like it would be like every time he comes into the screen, it would be a shadow on half of his face, and then so this is before his accident. Yeah, he hasn't turned into Two-Face. So it's just Harvey Dent, but they keep foreshadowing it, and he'll keep being like, I just can't decide. Maybe I should flip a coin. It's really funny. And then they also keep saying to Batman like, you're not the best detective, you know. Like, you might be a good crime fighter, but you got a lot to learn about being a detective. And then Bruce is like, I don't know, Alfred, I thought it was about taking these criminals off the street, but maybe Batman needs to be some kind of detective or something.
Maybe Batman should be the world's greatest detective.
Maybe I need to become the world's greatest detective.
I fucking love it. Like, wow,
yeah.
Gosh. You know who could definitely help us solve this mystery? Billionaire Playboy Bruce Wayne. If only he was here right now. Literally the entire plot of the Batman.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
I think that's a good as place as any to end it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Alright, I have been Lemuel Kayani.
And I have been, and will be Zach Kayani. I'll see you guys probably not next week with how this has been going.
But yeah, well, thanks for listening. Next week, I think. Probably not next week, no. We'll make it bi-weekly. It's hard, we got schedules. I think next time we'll do Atlanta and maybe have a special guest.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. It's not.
I don't know why I'm acting like the audience. I'm trying to insert the idea that.
Trying to drum up.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Isn't that fun? That's good.
Alright, yeah, anyway, let's sign off.
See ya.